Capricorn, or my Capricorn cross watchers. Thank you guys for being here with me. Capricorn. I'm going to, right off the bat, I'm going to speak on an example of something, and then we're going to base the whole message off of it. This is what I think is going on in this message, okay? This could be reversed entirely. It may not even be your message. It could just be for a specific group of Capricorns. But have you ever really loved someone? Have you ever loved somebody so much? Wow, okay. I was not planning on that. That's, hold on. Isn't that brandy? Somebody drinks here? Somebody with drinking or brandy? Have you ever, I think it's called Have You Ever by Brandy, right? What the hell? I was not planning on that. Anyway, have you ever loved somebody so much? And I don't mean romantically only. I'm talking, sorry, this is annoying. Here we go. It's picking up momentum. I'm going to be talking a lot like and they're dear to you. Like, this is a very, very dear person. You hold this person very close to your heart. You love the shit out of them, okay? You love them. Romantically or not. It could be family, friends, whatever. Okay? But either you don't love their behavior or you don't love the company they keep. I think that's the biggest one here. Like, you don't love something about that, not necessarily them, but something they do, something they practice, something they believe in maybe, and or someone or a group of people that they involve themselves with. And so therefore you keep distance, you stay away, you kind of keep to yourself. And then what happens is, whether you know it or not, it actually really hurts this person. Like, they eventually get to a place where they're like, they assume that maybe you're just about yourself, or you're only focused on work or your own life, your own family, you don't care about them anymore. But it actually couldn't even be further from the truth. That's what I get here. I'm going to use a specific example though. Let's say it's for those of you who had to separate yourself, kind of create a distance between you and another because they talk to maybe more than one person that you don't want in your life. You don't want them in your life. Or it could be things they do like drugs, drinking, I don't know, but I feel like it's a person, a specific one, or a specific group of people. And they think they're hurting. Imagine how you feel. You don't want to, and you never wanted to, and you didn't want to create distance between you and this person or these people. But the reason that you had to is because the person that you love is connected to the people that you don't want to be connected to. And that's really hard. So that's what I'm picking up on here. In this particular message, Capricorn, somebody is feeling the distance between you and them. I think they miss you. I think they wonder why they don't see you anymore, they don't hear from you anymore, or just not as much. They wonder if, like, I don't know. I don't think they quite understand why you don't come around or why you aren't the way you used to be with them. I don't think they do. I also don't think that they're trying to blame you for it. I think they go through moods, sometimes where they're kind of upset with you for it, and then other times they get it. They get it. But for the majority, I don't feel like they get all of it, because I feel like some of you you probably hadn't even told this person because you don't want to be their mama or their daddy. You ain't trying to tell this person how to live their life. Like, maybe you've told them a few things, but maybe they don't know that there's a couple more people that they're close to that you're like, look, I don't want anything to do with those people. And what am I going to sit there and tell you not to do it? Is that what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to tell you not, let's say it's a belief system. You're going to sit there and tell somebody what to believe in and what not. That don't mean you want to be around it. You're going to tell somebody what they should and shouldn't put in their body. Now, maybe you're in my situation, maybe you're a recovering alcoholic and you know that alcohol is really just an entity attachment, several, and that is the fastest way to get you out of your consciousness so that you can be taken over, on top of other things, drugs, sex, the whole 9 yards. I mean, so many things can weaken your own awareness to where you're like an open wound for just anything to attach to you or to come in and use you, so it doesn't mean that you think anything about the person themselves. It could just be certain things like that. But what are you going to tell them not to do it? Are you going to straight up be like, oh, I hate you for it, or bitch at them every time just so you can be around them, but then complain when you're around them? Like, no, you're not going to do that. Some of you also realize that, like, let's say you intentionally distance yourself from someone because of the people that they are around, or one in particular. You know, that person may have several influences of energies, if you know what I'm saying. And you may know that because you're on a specific path in this life, like probably a spiritual path, that you're kind of a target. You know what I mean? You're kind of a target, especially if you're recovering from anything. You're a target because they want to bring you back in there and drag you down to hell. They want you to die, you know what I mean? Like, they want to claim your soul. You know what energies and entities I'm talking about, right? And so, because you're aware of that, you're like, look, they may not be able to go through the person I care about and I find dear and I love this person, but they'll use people who the person I love and care about and find dear is attached to or talks to. They will go through those people, anything to get to me. They will hurt me through the people I love. They will hurt me through the people I don't really have a connection to, but that the person I love does. They will try to find out information to me, and your person could be none the wiser because they're just kind, you know. They don't realize, some don't realize that the people or the person, if it's just one that you don't want anything to do with, is actually just trying to use them to get information on you. They don't see that. And if you say something, then you're probably just coming off as like you're just holding a grudge, you're just trying to find fault in somebody, and it's like, no, actually, so you just stay away. It's just easier to stay away. But it hurts you because you don't really want to. You know what I mean? Maybe some of you have had to choose romantically to stay away from someone because they are taken, they're unavailable emotionally. Maybe they're in a relationship, maybe they're married, maybe they just aren't open, and so even if you didn't want to, you've had to kind of pull away and stay away. Maybe some of you it's a friend, or it was a friend or something, and you're like, Or let's say you had a crush on someone, right? You liked them. But let's say the person, there's like a third energy somewhere here. Like, I'm seeing like a blind date. Like, let's say they only know about you, the person that you have a crush on, vice versa. They only know about you and you only know about them due to this third person hooking y'all up or getting y'all to know of each other, introduced. There you go. But that third person, you know, don't like you. Not really. So then you pull away from the person that you found attractive, the person that you kind of liked. And the reason you're doing that, and the reason you've done it, if you already have, this is specific, is because you know that the person who introduced y'all doesn't really like you. Or maybe mad at you for something, or mad at you for standing your ground at one point in time or something. Or maybe mad at you for just wanting to be, I don't know. I feel like whoever you hold space for, I do think it's reciprocated. I do think someone holds space for you, but they just get a little bit sad from time to time. Like, they get in their feelings a little bit because they feel as if you, I don't know, they probably feel like you don't care about them or something, but that's not true. You do care about them. You care about them a lot. Isn't that interesting how that works? A lot of times people will think that in life, you know, especially if you are on a spiritual path. I mean, you don't have to be for this to occur. I just know when you start doing things like that and, you know, you have a specific path, that sometimes you end up losing a lot of people, and in that means some of the people that you lose are people that you would never cut off, that you would never not talk to, but that you have to because they're attached to people who you don't want to be attached to. And they get hurt, and they can only see it from their side, but they have no idea that actually you're hurting, if not equally more. You're not out there just living your best life. I mean, you're doing what you got to do. You're enjoying your life as best you can. You wake up every day and you keep going. But that doesn't mean that you don't think about this person, these people, that you don't miss them, that you don't wish that you could still have a connection and be close. But due to a person or people they're involved with, due to behavior or addictions, or due to beliefs, that you have to keep a distance, you have to stay away. They don't know that. They're only seeing that you're not around. They don't hear from you, or you don't come around as much, or they don't hear from you enough, as much. And, you know, you can't really do anything about that, though, you know what I mean? it's a little sad. This message is a little sad because I feel their heart and I feel your heart. I feel like you care about this person very much. Somebody here that you know, but I think they care about you too, and they wonder about you a lot. They definitely wonder about you a lot. I don't see them trying to much reconnect with you or make sure, like, I don't know, try to reconnect or try to get you to come around more or talk to them more. I don't see that. I see them just kind of waiting to see if you do it, see if you reach out. I think that they would be receptive if you did, but I just don't see you doing it either because you have your reasons. You have your reasons why you don't and why you haven't and why things are the way they are right now. You have your reasons. And I'm not quite sure this person would understand. Not because, I don't know why they wouldn't. I just don't feel it. I don't feel like at all that they would understand. And so yeah, some of you, this person, unless it's entirely reversed, they got some people around them that are really untrustworthy, and they don't see it. They really don't see it, because this person has a really sweet heart. They do, just like you do. They have a very sweet heart, but they don't understand that there's some people around them who actually do not care. They don't mean them well, and they could even be using this person to get information from and off of, maybe off their social media, off of anything they post, to kind of keep up with you or keep up with something. Like, I don't know, this person's got some snakes around them, and they are completely convinced that these people are genuine. They have no clue. No clue whatsoever. Yeah. Again, it's not because they're naive. It's just because they have a big heart and they want to see the best in people. But, you know, it could be end up being like their own demise because these people don't really care about this person. They don't mean they're not the ones talking to them every day or often, or every time they post something they like it, they got something to say, they're right there responding and making, you know what I mean? But just because people do that, just because you talk to someone often, or they talk to you often, or they see what you post often, or that don't mean they give a shit about you. Sometimes those are the people you gotta watch the most. Sometimes the ones that aren't saying anything. Sometimes those are the ones that actually really love you and they care, but they're only keeping a distance because they can sense that you got some things around you, you know what I mean? So that could be why you have kept the distance from this person, because you sense the snakes, you sense the vultures, and they're surrounding this person and they don't see it. They'll have to see it on their own. Alright guys, thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.